Okay, it's like the 50th take. The first one I got interrupted. I had to go eat dinner. Second one, I was just stupid. And the third one, I got interrupted again. I was going to watch a movie. It's Uncut Gems. It's really good. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about, I really wish there's a common call. Because yesterday, I swear I saw it. They have it. I did call them about it the next day because I was like, I was thinking about it and I just want to get out of my system, I guess. I don't know how you say that. Just, like, get it over it. I asked them and they had it. It was Plunge 3 and 4. I knew I had 4. So the covers look very alike. The covers look a lot alike. Here's number 3. I had it up with a second take. I'm just gonna wait until it gets to. Is it gonna do it? It's showing like really bright. I guess the brightness because like you know it's fixie. I don't know. Hopefully that's good. That's Plunge number 2. I have Plunge number 2. It's just 2 and 3 that look alike. Number 3, even I could tell looks different. $3.19. Too much I paid for it. I don't know if it's all of them that do 20% off. Like go to the store. See, they look alike, but I feel like I knew enough that 2 was different enough from 3, where even I with my shitty vision would tell a difference. I don't know, but they have it, and I wish I had known to double check. But you know, it was worth it because I checked, and that Wonder Woman one that I got with the grab bag, that was much cheaper than the actual book itself. Like I saved more than if I got the book itself without the grab bag. And then the others, even then. So, even though 2 of them I already had, this one and this one, plus a lot of random issues, still save my money, which is good, because well, not that good. It's good that I can save on grab bags. I wonder if it's no, it wouldn't be. I think it's a smaller percentage. I don't know. Yeah, because $7.99. No, still 20% off. I can't do math in my head, guys. Alright, so this book is $3.99. Same series, and it's actually better, way better. But that's not saying much at all than this series, which I regret getting the next 2 issues of. And it's kind of why I really tell myself to, first of all, look up on Goodreads. This is not doing good in Goodreads. But this is $4.99, and it feels the same amount. It feels the same amount of pages. This paper, like the cover page, is a bit different, like a bit thicker. I don't know if that's the reason for why. But then you get something like this. That example. $4.99. And it's a thicker book. Still the same paper. It just, for me, is it? But for me, this doesn't make any sense. Why did it do that? Yeah, the Iron Man one's so thick. And I know you're about to say, like, oh, it's number 1, so obviously they're gonna jack up the price, so it's because it's Marvel. But no, the next 2 issues, which are equally as shitty as the first one, are the same price. $4.99 and $4.99. Wait, sorry, and $4.99. I don't know why those 3 guys were proof. And this is what I like, is when it's $1. This is, even when I wasn't collecting, like, the weekly comics like this, I would always hit these true believers. Now, one thing I don't like about these is that they'll do random issues. This is issue 2 of a 4-issue limited series. I know that they're going to have us all 4 issues. And it says Iron Man 2020 Arno Stark, so it's around the time that Iron Man was coming out. I don't know if this is the first appearance of him, but it doesn't make any sense because, got a notification out of there, doesn't make any sense because why wouldn't he make his first appearance in the first one? Isn't he Machine Man? I know nothing about the character, so any of you that know that in the comments tell me. Iron Man point. Oh my god, just look, oh, am I gonna get a good? Yeah. What the friggin'? If I saw that in a movie, I would just burst out laughing. What's the point of this? Does he have, like, weapons, and he, like, the little gears, like, he thinks no one can say. It's so stupid. I don't know why, and that's why I hate it, like, yeah, I got one more issue than I would have, and it's so nice that I don't have to get any of that. Like they had the fourth one out this week, and it's such a nice feeling to not have to get that anymore. Not that I hate it before, but you know what I mean. In that week that I have, like, I don't have, say I have as much to spend. I had a lot to spend this week. It was 60. Usually I only have 20, especially now that I'm out of work. I'm going back to work, like, the following week, so hopefully it'll be more, hopefully it'll be back to normal with the comic hauls. Now this one is a number 1. Morbius. I like this cover, by the way. It's a variant cover. I always like to get their variants. Number 1, $3.99, and is it the same amount of pages as this Iron Man one? You can never tell. I'm gonna say it's only a few more pages, but this is my solution to it. You make this $4.99. Oh, sorry, you make this $3.99, and you make this $3.99 or $2.99. I have heard from countless people or people that I trust that I think would agree with, that they can make a comic like what, $1.99 or $2 and make a profit. They don't need to make comics $3.99 for 20 pages that you're gonna finish in 5 minutes. Now for me, I finish in 20 minutes. I don't think it's 5 minutes. 5 to 20 minutes. It depends on a comic, because more comics have, so some comics have more words than others. Now, this is one I understand why it's $4.99. It's much, much thicker. I can feel it. It's much, much thicker than something like this. That movie got delayed, by the way. It looked okay. I mean, like, I had to have liked the trailer enough to get the Morbius series. I want to get the omnibus. It's mainly Spider-Man ones, and it's like other ones. So, yeah. It's awesome. This is another number 1. This is like a completely forgettable series, people have said. It's funny, Contagion. I wonder if it made any more sales after COVID or during COVID. I don't think it did. This is another one. This is borderline, but this should even that Conan book, that was pretty awful. That shouldn't be $4.99. They should be $3.99. If you're gonna make your comics, if you're gonna make them $3.99, make them all $3.99. Now I get it. Like, you're gonna feel ripped off if you have to pay. If you pay $4.99 for this, or $3.99 for this, and this. But it's one flat rate, so you wouldn't really feel ripped off, because you would think, because you know Marvel. Another thing I hate, I was like, you know Marvel, they're just not gonna make it any less than that, so you might as well just have one flat rate. And they're not gonna do that. I don't think anybody from Marvel is listening to this right now and is gonna say, okay, I'll change for you. This is another funny thing. This is an older book too, so it shouldn't be this expensive. In fact, I think now, years later, it wouldn't be this price. $5.99. I get it, it's a scratch and sniff special issue, but I don't get it. You can get that for $2, by the way. I think I got mine in a grab bag. I think I did, because I don't think they would have bought it at full price. That was way before I was buying non-dollar comics, so. And the occasional. Like, the only one I would ever get was the 1000th issues. Now, this one, and I've, for lack of a better word, come to an understanding that this is $5.99 and should stay $5.99 because of the album. I think if you take, like, the panels, like, here, see, like this, if you were to, like, take, like, and put it into this, it would be as much as this, but it would still be $5.99. Like, you're getting your most favorite book. This wouldn't be $5.99 no matter the format. I don't know. I don't think maybe this wasn't that great, anyways. And I kind of liked her first, the Hot in the City one that I got, the Birds of Prey one. I didn't get the second issue. They had a second issue. I also forgot to get the Question number 4. I think they had that one too. I'm rusty for lack of a better word. I just don't know what I need. Like I always like, oh, I know what I need when I get in there, but I'll forget. So now I need a checklist. Another thing I don't like about Marvel is they're like this. They're like, I don't know this way. This is point across there. Like, okay, you have to do the publisher, whoever publishes them. Here's all our books for 1 week, all Marvel. And yeah, I only get, I would say, 20 to 30% of their books, because either I don't like the series, other books, I'm too far behind, or I'm just not interested whatsoever. Like, they don't hate it, I don't like it, it's not my thing. But still, it would be nice if, okay, so let's say, I said 2, but it's not the best. Let's say they release 30 books. No, yeah, 30. So 20%. Do times, right? Let's do 30%. 9 comics. 9 comics from Marvel in 1 week that I have to get because they're my series. I like getting. And this is this is based upon the fact that these are all books that I like, not ones that I don't know about. Like, they're all series I want to give you the next issue of. That's not good. 9 books in DC. Like, DC is like this. Here's our books of this week, and I only have like at the most 5. So you do 9 plus 5. I should know this. 14 times $3.99 or $3.19. Let's say they're all. Oops, I did $3.10. Let's say they're all. None of them are more expensive than others. It's $44.66. That is ridiculous. That should not be. What they should do, and they have been cutting down significantly. Significantly since COVID, and since all the comic stores have been opening. But come July, they're going hard on the Empire and the House of X. But I'm not getting the Empire and the House of X. That's how bad it is. Is that even though I kind of liked the it wasn't Empire. It started out with something different. Incoming. It was called Incoming. I liked it. I didn't like the twist. It was like, who is this guy? I didn't know who this guy is. I don't think many people knew. I didn't get to be like a hardcore fan of Marvel Comics. Like, you had to read like almost everything that they printed out. I don't know. But, yeah, because of that, I'm not going to read that, even though I kind of did like the Incoming book. Because there's so damn many. They already started. There's already like 2 of them. There's a spin-off, I think, The Outlawed, which I hear is awful. I mean, Empire is probably going to be awful, too. It's just, you don't need to release 400 books a week. That's ridiculous. Or 30 if you want to exaggerate. 400 books 1 week from Marvel, and let's say 100. Let's do 20% of 100. It's probably not even. No, because okay, so 400. You mathematicians out there are probably like, it's this answer. Why are you so stupid? 80 comics. Let's do this. Let's do plus 10. 90 times $3.99. Could you imagine that? 1 week. Now, I don't get paid that much. I don't have enough hours. It's not like my job is screwing me over or anything. It's just I don't have enough hours. And it's like, don't you want people to buy your books? Or someone like me, it's like the Empire thing. I don't know why they don't get paid much. I get paid enough for what I'm doing, obviously. I like my hourly pay. It's enough for me. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I input that. But it's like, it makes no sense why they need to put out 500 books a week. It just, because, and like I was saying, someone like me is getting fed up with it, and I'm not going to get the Empire book, because I hear they're going to have like 30 books a month or something like that, and like, it's like almost like 99% of it is going to be Empire stuff, because they have all their spin-offs with the other characters. Absolute Carnage, when that was the series, that was hard enough. I don't even have all of them. I had to get 2 of them on digital and full price. One was full price. I have them all, like, including digital, but include a hard copy. I don't have them all. It was hard enough because it would like release like tie-ins, and it would be 50 tie-ins a week, and I wouldn't be able to get this book I kind of wanted to get. It's ridiculous. There's no point in it. Because, again, like I'm saying 5,000 times, and it's probably annoying you guys, but it's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense why they would do that. Because, again, people like me aren't going to get their books anymore. We're just going to be like, no, we're done. I'm done. Your books weren't even that good to begin with. They're not that great. They're not. There's like 5 series. I can name the series from Marvel that I like getting consistently on one hand. And a lot of those have ended, thank God. And that's another thing. I wait for them to end. I'm like, can we just have every series I'm buying be a mini-series, so I don't have to get any more of your books? And I like the books. Like Jessica Jones one they came out with recently. That's pretty good. I think that's about it. I gotta think. I mean, you got the trade paperbacks that are sometimes more expensive, the fact that trades from Marvel that have the same amount of pages as DC are more expensive. The fact that DC books are super expensive digitally. I'm summarizing because I've already talked about that, and I know I talked about this a lot, and you probably heard all this, but this is more of a summarization. The fact that they have sales upon sales, that's a good thing. That's like a mini tangent thing, and it's really just because I don't have I don't always have an iTunes or Amazon gift card, and I don't want to spend them on. I don't want to spend that money on them, because when we were locked in, I didn't know when we'd be allowed back out. So I was like, okay, you gotta save money. Oh, there's a sale. Oh no, I want this book now. I just didn't like that I did that. That's why I wish I could just do this for free. I'm just for free. Not for free. I'm doing this for free right now. This is why I wish I could do this and get paid to do it. Like, get paid big bucks. Like how, PewDiePie. That's take a long time. But, like, someone like, I don't know, someone that has enough money to, gets paid enough to buy all the books they could want and still afford rent. That's what I want. But if Marvel keeps doing the comics, if Marvel keeps doing what they're doing after all this is done, and in July, then I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, and I probably will just stop doing it altogether. And another thing is, I haven't been able to get those dollar back there, but that Reading Mass place, I haven't been able to go back there and get the 50-cent books because I'm stuck getting these. And of course I can stop getting them. It's just, why would I get a 50-cent book? It's not going to be that great. Why not get a book that I actually like? I know it's going to be good because it's a series I like. But, I mean, not that I'd be able to go there anyways. It's far. It's a ways away from our house. And it's better that I get to, and it's good because I get to go to Newbury every day I used to go to Newbury every day after work, or before work, or during my break, whatever. That was awesome. That was the one thing that kept me there, and it will keep me there. And of course, getting paid. Of course, the people there. I like all the people there. I have a lot of friends there that I've made friends. There's one person I really like talking to a lot. She knows everything about me. It's kind of funny, and she doesn't a tangent now. And the best thing about her is that she doesn't she doesn't seem like she's just a fake friend like I've had in the past. I've gotten so used to that I know the signs now. But that was my tangent. I went off on a tangent because that would be a negative thing. But I went off off track. That's why if I had an editing software, I'd edit it. But I don't. But yeah, that's the people getting paid and having Newbury, which is the only reasons anybody has. I think even if everyone was a total dick to me and I wasn't getting paid much and I was in the middle of nowhere, I wouldn't be there for much longer. But yeah, it just work, There are days when I'm like, I don't want to be here. None of the days I've been like, oh yeah, I want to go to work. No, it's been, I want to go to Newberry. So hopefully next video, I don't know if it'll be a comic haul. It's gonna be, it might be 2 weeks from now, because I do, well yeah, because I'm going back to work. So it might be next week, I don't know. Because the library is open to the public now, no more curbside pickup. And I asked my grandmother to take me, and I don't want her to do it twice a week. It's too mean. It's once a week is enough. Alright, especially going to the mall. The mall takes us 20 minutes to get there, and it's out of our way. So I don't want to do that. Alright, that's it. 20-minute video. I don't think anybody's gonna watch this. Yeah. Please watch it. I mean, just leave a comment. You're not for my cousin. I don't like. I mean, I like when he comments, but that doesn't count for me, because obviously he's gonna watch the video, because sometimes he'll watch them. But that doesn't like count, because it's like family. You know, I want someone that I don't. You know what I mean? It's complicated. But I want someone that I know isn't gonna usually comment. Like if any of you guys are out there, just comment. You know, I feel like no one's watching anymore. Again, except for my cousin, when he wants, I tell him to watch the video or ask him. And I watch his videos too if he asks me to, obviously. Alright. I think I went up on enough. In short, okay, I'll do it in short. In short, I think what Marvel should do, every book is $3.99. Unless it's a 100-page giant, or it's like more pages than normal. So up to a 40-page book should be $3.99, and beyond that, they can do whatever. Because their Marvel Comics 1000, which was 100 pages, like 96 pages, but rounded up to 100. That was $10. That was $10, $9.99, and I got my discount on it too. That I understand. That's the one thing I do get, is why the bigger books, and that Wonder Woman 750, which was also 96 pages, was also $10. So that I understand. That is the one thing about comics that I understand, is that the bigger books are going to be more expensive than the smaller books. But this should be the same price as this, because even though this is a thicker book, I can tell that it's not that much thicker than this. I just don't get it. Alright, that's it.